Alright, how's it going today, guys? So, as I had discussed, I have put in a large water tank here, which you can see is holding still at 250K. I have set the pump to less than 250, so it will turn off if we are at or above 250, which it is currently off. I have this as my main output going up to take care of our processing stuff up there. I have this as our return from up there. Then I have this as my input from down in this area, and this is my output, which I actually want to change because I forgot. I want to use pumps everywhere so that it is always full and not leveling out across the different things. So I'm just going to run this over here like that, and then we can take this and put it here. Since it's water, I'm not too worried about actually wasting anything. We had two other offshore pumps that were being used, and those have been completely removed. So we only have one incoming pump right now, which is the one over here at our pressure system for power. Which, while we're over here, I'll show you another thing I did. I did put in one more of these that I had in my inventory. So our water comes in from here, goes to our pressure system, and then this is the output to everything else. And that is all we have for our water. And then down here you'll see I have ran our rocket fuel up here. So our boilers are now running off of rocket fuel to make steam instead of coal. There's no reason to waste the coal when we have the rocket fuel, although we don't have a whole lot of it coming in at the moment. And all I did was set this to read the content, and then set this to, if it is less than 0, which it should be less than 1. So if there's none in there, it will turn that on. And if we come, you'll notice we are way out of iron. We got to work on that today. But there's a reason for that. It's kind of intended. I also cut the power to the pump emptying the train so we can empty this tank completely, so we can pull up all of these old pipes without wasting oil. And if we come down here and look, we have 16K of petroleum. We have nothing for light. We have nothing for heavy. We have another 16K in this tank for petroleum. We are completely full on acid gas, which, if we look at acid gas, the only thing we can do with it is turn it into acidic water and sulfuric acid, or turn it with steam into sulfur and water. And we already have both of those things set up. This is our sulfur, which is full, and our primary source of sulfur. We also have no kerosene, and because of that we have no light oil coming in here. I did notice I updated, and in the update, we now have, if I can find it in the right one, where did it go? There's this one that says solid fuel and light oil. Oh, up here. So there's now rocket fuel that uses kerosene and desulfonized kerosene. So we could set that up as well at some point, but right now we don't have kerosene, and we are completely out of desulfonized kerosene because this has been running. I need to get this set to where it will not run unless we have a bulk amount here. But since we're completely out, I'm just going to take it out for the moment. We'll deal with that if we need it. Our acidic water is somewhat low, but we are full on our sulfuric acid. So we don't really have anything we can do with the gas other than we can start turning it into, I do believe we're taking this one out of here because that is the purifying kerosene into desulfonized and acidic water, and I do believe we changed that over last time down here, which is where our kerosene and crushed coal gets turned into acidic water, acid gas, and heavy oil. So we can take that one out of there, and I guess we do need to set up the other one because we don't actually have that. So let's go ahead and take this out of here since we don't need it any longer. Then our acid gas is, or our acidic water is coming in from here. Is coming in from there, but we can set up one of these, which I'll do over here, and that would be for making, there we go, acid gas. No, that's the one, wait a minute. Acid gas to sulfur. Oh yeah, that's the one we already have up there. Right? That's what we're doing to make our sulfuric acid. Right here. Oh no, this is using the water, the acidic water to make sulfuric acid. So we don't have one using the gas to make. Okay, so we need to check and see which is going to be the better route here. So 150 of the water will give us 150. We're not doing that one. Or we can do that one, which will give us 20 acidic water and this sulfuric acid. Okay, so our options are we make a little bit of sulfuric acid and the acidic water that will break down to make sulfuric acid, or we turn it into sulfur directly. So I think what we're going to do is put a tank in here for sulfuric acid, and then we can only basically run these if that tank is low enough, which once we're actually processing stuff, we're definitely going to need to do that. So I'll just move this over about there so it's on the same level as the other one, and we'll put a boiler over here to power these, and we'll set that to that. So then we just need to get our gas over here, and we can just do that, and that'll get our gas over here. Stuff can start running. I am going to need to get some fuel over here for the boilers, so let's just do this. And we can send them over like that. That'll take care of that. Hook up a water line. And now we need to get the pipe in for the gas. We'll need to connect that and drop some power over here. And then we already have our line here, so we can go ahead and just pop that and then run this over. That will take care of the water coming out of there. Then we will run the sulfuric acid right up through here. And yeah, we gotta go a lot further up. Right now, I'm just going to connect it like this, and we will deal with a tank in a bit. I just wanted to get that set up so it can start working, because this is going to be going here in just a minute. So we're actually going to go work on what we have planned for today. By the way, it's a little bit cleaner here now that the pipes are such a mess, but you will see that first off, our reason for not running is we are full of thorium. So we need to check and see how far away our thorium processing is. So plutonium and uranium. That's not thorium. That's, why did I put in thorium and it gives me fission fuel refining? Okay, so we'll do it this way. So our thorium, oh, it is in there, okay. So we need to put thorium-232, uranium-238 together with aluminum ceramic composite, and that'll make thorium-232 fuel rods. And that's basically it. So yeah, we do need this one, which is in the ones we are currently doing. So we need to get highly advanced purification done. And for that, we need to get uranium processing done. So we're going to start uranium processing today. and then we can get into that so we can get our thorium out of here so our iron can run. I'm going to go ahead and make a steel chest for right now. That will take care of that part. Except I'm going to break that for just a second because we are backed up here on our rich line, which we knew was going to happen, and it's because we are full of neodymium on its belt, which we're going to be using, but I want to change this over, and I thought about it, and the way I have this set up is actually not a bad idea, except for one major tweak that I think I need to do here, which is I'm going to change this one to here and have that on those three. I'm going to take this one, put it on those three, and then this one on those three. So basically what this is going to do is I'm not going to have all three of them on the same line anymore. This will be for only gold. We'll take those off of there. These will be for the, I think that's neodymium. Yeah. This will be for the neodymium, which we will run to there. And then this will be for the titanium. And I think that will make this better. We can always stretch this up and up as we need. Get this turned around the right direction. And pop these in here. So there's that, that, and that, and that should take care of all of that stuff. So that means that we're now going to have this come down, this come over, and eventually I will take out the sorters we have here. That is for, yep, that's the right one. And then this is the titanium. Alright, so as soon as this gets done running what we do have on that belt, then we can go ahead and take out the splitters. And for right now, so we can get rid of some of it, we are going to do this and just double up the belt. There we go. And that'll let the neodymium run, which I probably should go ahead and put in more purifiers, but I need to get them made. And I'm quite sure once this gets done running, it won't really be an issue and we won't need it, because we're not going to be running quite that fast. Now we can plug that back on in there, and that's going to fill up rather quickly. So we'll have to put in another one. This is where another mod that gives you larger storage would come in handy, but we're doing this in kind of an isolation testing to show what the mod may or may not need, which is something I would suggest since they have the larger fuel tanks. Some larger buffer storage like warehouses or something like that would be a good idea. No idea if anybody that works on this mod will see this, but that is my suggestion if they happen to. Everything else so far looks like it's going rather well. Alright, so let's get power hooked up here. That way all of these can run. The only other thing that I think I want to do differently is these three are going to take most of the water. So I kind of need to decide which one is more needed for what we're doing. But I can always take this pipe and have it come in here, which would mean that it gets divided, I think, a little bit better. So if I do that, then it should get sent up that direction. And then we should get more coming out. It's mainly going to put out the neodymium for the moment, but that's fine for now. And we're going decent on our iron. I do believe that I probably am going to need to put in a few more of these. Let's go ahead and put one of these in each of them. And yep, I already made 3 ones. I'll put one of each of those in here. And that should speed them up just a bit. Yeah, we're getting a pretty decent amount of iron coming through there, but I most definitely probably need to upgrade those just a bit more. And I think we're going to try out this beacon thing a little bit. See if we can get a little bit more in there. I'm not sure we're going to do it in the real current works. You know, I have issues with those every now and then. Okay, highly purified. Get that done. And this is going to give us an empty solution container from an empty barrel, fiberglass reinforced plastic, corrosive solution, which is lithium, an empty solution container, hydrofluoric acid, hydrofluoric acid. And then we have rich powder, which is crushed coal, crushed stone, and that solution, which will give us a little bit of the crushed coal back, some rich powder, and an empty solution container. And then rich powder and water will make us rich water and dirty water. So this will be very nice. We can basically just use lithium, some of our acids, and coal and stone, and we can make more of the rich water to get more of the neodymium, titanium, and gold. Anyways, I think we're going to move this up into this area. It's probably not going to be in the next few episodes, but I do want to see if I can get that set up and actually working properly soon. But we have some other things that are kind of pressing at the moment, which is we have substations that we can autocraft, which are going to use our titanium. So we're going to set that up. And then there was also, I think I want to start auto-crafting these. I do believe, unless the mod has changed it, there's a... Okay, so assembly machine 3 is going to need the regular speed modules. Don't usually mess with that stuff. The rocket control unit also needs the speed one. And then you have the speed 2, and speed 2, speed 3, and I thought there was a science that needed modules, but maybe I'm confused. But we also now have our production science that we need to get made. Okay, it uses the productivity module, not the speed one. Okay. So I thought we were going to need it for one of them. So we're going to need to get that started soon, which needs our fiber reinforced glass stuff. Let's see, I think that's in this one. There it is. So we need to get this started making. We also have our natural fiber reinforced plastic, and there is drill. So we probably should get all 3 of those made. We have a compound material facility, and we need to get those made. Our charging station, and the important one is I want to get to the advanced roboport, the regular roboport, and then our construction and logistics bots. And for those, we need to do the flying robot frames, and that needs our neodymium. So I think our next video, which will be coming out on Wednesday, I think, we will start on the flying robot frames and probably auto crafting our construction bot and our logistics bot. And maybe if we have time, we'll work on getting the advanced roboport done. I did get this all nice and cleaned out of trees. I just gotta get rid of these clips, and we'll start putting that in here. I am gonna go ahead and probably tear out the K1, KI2 core, KI1 core, whatever this thing's called. I'm probably going to go ahead and tear this out and move it up there. But yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one, and we'll start actually getting to some bots. Have a good one.